G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. Today I want to show you how to build this super simple smart storage system for your AFK fisher. And I've got to say, I absolutely love this thing, guys. It strikes the perfect balance between functionality and simplicity. And striking the right balance between functionality and simplicity is very important because AFK fishers are most useful early game. So you want a design that you don't need a ton of resources to put together. Otherwise you would probably just build a simple AFK fisher and then maybe never get around to building this one. See, this is using Warbin's design for an AFK fisher, and I got to say, guys, this thing is absolutely wonderful. I'll put the link to it in the description, but it works perfectly every single time, even on a server where there is tons of server lag. So this is his design right here, and I've just added some storage chests below. My design over here only uses 2 more hoppers than that one over there, and the only ingredient in this, which could be a little bit difficult to get early game, is 2 comparators. So you're going to want to have 2 pieces of quartz from the nether to make 2 comparators, but that is it. Otherwise you can build this as your first AFK fisher. And you want it to be functional, because if you've ever done a long AFK fishing session, you know that when you go to open your chests, it is a mess. There's a lot of stuff in there that you really want, but it is mixed in with all the junk, but this thing will clean all that up for you. So what exactly does it do? Well, it does 2 very simple things that just make our life a lot easier when we're going through our storage. So the first thing it does, when an item enters this hopper, it separates the non-stackable items from the stackable items. So your stackable items are things like all the fish and string and leather, everything that can stack up to 64, that all goes into this chest up the top here. Everything else goes down here in the storage. So we've got all the good stuff, all the books and the bows, and there's also the junk in here as well, like leather boots and water bottles, but you can see it is a lot cleaner. We don't have all the stackable items mixed in here. So it's just much quicker to go through and find all the stuff you want and destroy the stuff you don't want. But that's not everything it does, because this chest up here is actually a multi-item sorter. So after you've done a little bit of fishing and you have some stackable items in this chest, you can actually tell this chest which items you want it to keep. So you fill up every single spot in the chest with the items you want to keep. See, I only want to keep 1 stack of raw cod. I'm not going to use it as a food source, but maybe I want to tame some cats with it. So we're just going to put 1 fish in there. I want ink sacs and name tags, but I don't want things like zombie flesh or puffer fish. We don't need them anymore. We've got conduits for water breathing. So we just put in the items we want to keep. So when an item comes into this hopper, let's say a piece of zombie flesh, it's going to try to enter this chest. And if it can't, after a 5-tick delay, this torch will unlock the hopper below and the zombie flesh will pass down into this dropper. And this torch, which unlocks the hopper, also fires the dropper, so the zombie flesh will go into the lava and be destroyed. So we no longer have to worry about masses of clownfish and all the other stuff we're never going to use. We can just tell this system to destroy it. And I always get asked for a resource list, so here it is, guys. This is what you'll need to build the design, and you can see it is very light on resources. So we'll begin with the block we're going to stand on when we're AFK fishing. So you just want to place a slab down to stand on with a wooden trapdoor on top, and just to the left of that we're going to place a double chest right next to the slab. Now into the end of the double chest we're going to place a hopper leading into it, and then a hopper leading into that hopper. Then on top of this hopper we're going to place an oak fence with a block on this side and a block on this side with a weighted pressure plate on top. Now we're going to place 3 double chests below. So place the first one right there, and then just 2 more directly below that. You could use more than 3. I'm just using 3 for the tutorial, but you could have as many as you want. Now come around the back, and directly below the hopper with the fence post on it, we're going to place 3 more hoppers, all leading in to those chests. Then grab a block and place it against that hopper right there. Then we're going to grab a comparator, place it facing in that direction. That comparator is going to lead into a block. Then place 2 blocks right here with redstone dust on them and a redstone torch right on the end. Now we're going to grab another trapdoor, and above this comparator right here, just holding shift, place it right there. Now what you want to do is place a temporary block above that trapdoor, place your armor stand on top, break the block, and then you can open the trapdoor, the armor stand will drop down, and you can close it, and then you can grab your water bucket and waterlog that fence post, and the trapdoors on either side will keep that water in place. Now just be wary when you're using this design. You don't want to flip the trapdoor up like that, otherwise the pressure plate won't be able to go down. Then you can just grab another slab to stand on, place it right there. And when you're fishing, the other thing to be careful of, if you aim incorrectly, because this armor stand is just sitting there, it's not in water like the original design. If you aim incorrectly, you can actually drag the armor stand forward with your fishing rod. If that happens, just either fish it back in this direction or replace the armor stand. You need it sitting right in the middle. Now we want to do the redstone that turns this chest here into a multi-item sorter. So come along here, and we're going to place 3 blocks along like so, then 2 blocks up like that, and break the 2 blocks below. Then we're going to place another 3 right here. Then grab yourself a comparator, place it right there facing in that direction with redstone dust on those 2 blocks. Then grab a repeater, place it facing in that direction, and this must be on a 4-tick delay. Then we're going to place a redstone torch right there. Then grab yourself a hopper, come underneath and place it facing down right there, and grab a dropper and place it directly below that hopper. Now I'm going to use glass here just because when I'm placing lava, I like to be able to see it so I don't accidentally break the wrong block. So we're going to place a temporary one directly in front of that dropper. Then we're going to place one below and one on each side. Then we can break that. And we want to be quick here, so I'm going to place another temporary one right there. I'm going to drop our lava in and then block it off with some glass, and we can break that. And that is the design 100% complete. And the only other thing you might want to do is you can grab some blocks and run them down the side right here and place a ladder there so you can climb down, and from down the bottom here you can access all of your chests. And to use the AFK fisher, what you want to do is stand just on the edge of this trapdoor, not so close to the pressure plate that you're going to push it down with your own body. And then you aim at the very top of the pressure plate so that when you cast, the pressure plate goes down and your cursor is now aiming at the armor stand. So what I like to do is I put a rubber band around my mouse to hold down right click, and I get myself set up in the right position, and then I just roll the mouse wheel until I've got the rod in my hand. So that's it, guys. There will be a world download in the description if you want to grab it, and I really recommend using this design, guys. It is so easy to build early game that you might as well, when you go to build your first AFK fisher, you might as well build this one. You won't regret it. It makes the storage so much easier to handle, and it is so simple to build. So leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Cheers, I'm Cortezerino. I will see you later.